Hi there. Well, what we're going to look at now is how we use Pearson in this class. Now, where we left off on the how to use Canvas was we were looking at a homework assignment. So again, going back to the module in your Canvas hub, your Canvas shell, you've read the introduction, you've run off the notes, you've watched the videos for this section. So when you push this when you click this session, we ended up here. That's where that will take you, is to this page right here for Pearson. You might want to just bookmark this because this is where we'll be spending most of our time, is in Pearson. So you'll sign in because you should have already registered. And when you sign in, you'll get a box, and that box will have Math 0930 Spring 2023. Click in that box and it will take you here. So this is what we're going to talk about right now, is the homework and how do you do the homework in this class. So I think I'm going to move this guy over here. All right, now, first off, I guess we'll just kind of work our way down on this sheet here. Over here on the right-hand side is your grade. Right now, there's no percentage here, but you can always look at your grade right here in Pearson. It's not in Canvas. Another place to find your grade is over here on the left. You can click Gradebook, and that'll tell you percentage of your tests, percentage of quizzes, percentage of homework, and then your whole percentage. So those are some places to find your homework or to find your grade in the class. Now, what we're going to be doing this current, I wouldn't go to this entire course date. It's a little confusing. But this current tells you what assignments would be currently due. Now, looking at this over here, this is 2 weeks. I like to look at a month's worth of homework. So we are looking at July, which obviously there's not going to be anything due. If we go to August, you have these dots here. This is just when I created them and uploaded them. It's not when they're due. So in August, there's nothing due until we get to September. So I'm going to click here. I'm going to go to the month of September, and it looks like you have an assignment due on the 3rd. You have a couple of them due on the 10th, and the box means you have a quiz. So that's just a calendar overview of what needs to be done on what date. Now, if you wait until, the Saturday night, this assignment may not take you too long. But if you wait until the 9th to do all of this, it's going to seem a little overwhelming. So it's just with these online classes, I give you a week to get them done. And it's best if you do a little bit every day. Just set aside some time. Some of you, fine, you can wait until the 9th, but it'll seem a little overwhelming. Some of them may make it a little long. All right, so that's one way to look at the assignments and when they're due. There aren't any announcements for this month. It's really important that you remember that the announcements are for September. The past due assignments would be for September. So if we're into October and you missed an assignment in October, make sure that you toggle over to October in order to see any past due assignments. Why would you want to look at past due assignments? Remember that I will give you partial credit or almost all credit, only take 10% off anything you do after the due date on your assignments. So if you missed an assignment or you're late or life happens, you can come to the past due. It'll look just like this, and you can click on it and continue working. It will tell you I will deduct 10%, and I will only deduct 10% for the problems that you do after the due date. Pearson will just take 10% off of those. Now, quizzes. If you miss a quiz, you can go to past due assignments. If you miss the quiz in September, if you missed the quiz in October, make sure you go to October. It'll show up here and you can click and do that. For quizzes, I won't take off any late percentages for the quiz. And you do have 3 chances on it. However, if the quiz is due on the 10th, on the 11th, you receive a 0. In order to replace the 0, you have to go back and take the quiz. So it will have a 0 in the grade book until you go back to your past due assignments and replace that. Okay, now you do have 3 chances on a quiz, so you can always go back. If you've only done it once or twice, you can always go back and try to get a higher score. The same thing is going to work for tests. If you miss a test, Pearson will enter a 0 for that test. If you want to replace the test, you can go to past due assignments, click on the test, and take the test. All right, so again, we're just here to learn as much as we possibly can before your next class, which may be 1400. I'm not sure what most of you will be taking 1400. So that's how we'll do the tests and the quizzes and the homework. Past due assignments, you can still work on them. The homework will be deducted late, though. Let's see. Okay, so now you can look. If you were to click on one of these, let's try this homework number 3. Okay, it will take you to that date, and you can click on it. It's a current assignment. And here you can start that homework assignment. So you can click on the dot to start the homework assignment, or go back. You can click on these down below. So here is a list. This is just the start date of the class. Here's the due date right here, 9/3. So rather than look at the calendar, you can look at these. These are the current assignments that are now open that you can work on. And their due date, you have a 0% on it. If you can save them and then go back to them, there's 24 questions on this one, 11 and 22 on this one. So it kind of tells you the number of questions, which really can be deceiving because it's not necessarily how much time it will take. Sometimes the 24 could be a lot easier than the 11. And then the quiz, it tells you you've done 0 of 3 attempts on the quiz. All right. So let's see, that's for those. Oh, one other thing that I kind of skipped over. This August 24th, welcome to my lab, math. Usually we go my math lab. But if you'll look here, it's how to enter answers. So if you click on this, it will go through a tutorial on how to navigate the homework. And if you still have questions, then you can contact me. But this right here is how to enter answers. It kind of talks about the different ways that you can navigate your homework assignment itself. All righty, so make sure you kind of watch that, how to enter answers. It's underneath this. Now, this right here, this is in August 24th. If you go to September, that disappears. So you'll need to be in August in order to get this navigation thing done and how to enter answers. Make sure you're in August, because when you go to September, it's gone. Okay. And again, the past due assignments, all of these are tied to the month that you're on. Okay, let's see. Oh, over here on the sidebar, we have, there's actually some help over here. There's also help in individual problems, like do an example, which they'll explain in this how to enter answers. But if you want, let's see, where's a study plan? Now, this e-text. So you can click on the e-text. It might take a while. View the e-text. So this is the textbook. And you can look at the textbook and look how they explain things. I don't think I'll click on it. It might take a while to download the text, but it is there. The e-text is there. The study plan, tools for success. Let's see if there's anything here. There's some test prep videos for you. Not sure if you'll ever really need those. Let's look at the multimedia library instead. Yeah, this multimedia library may be more useful to you in this class and future classes. So if you're struggling, let's say on chapter 3, section 3.1, just you didn't like the way I explained it in the video, you're still confused, you can go to this multimedia library. You can may as well select all and find, and it will find you help for that section. Eventually, maybe I need to click it again. There we go. Here we go. So it has like animation on how to plot ordered pairs, reading and interpreting bar graphs, interpreting circle graphs, plotting points. Here's some videos, problem solving with bar and line graphs. So these are here as well to help you with a certain section in a certain chapter. And that was under the multimedia. Let's see, anything else? I don't think so. We could go back. I don't think it'll take us back. Yeah, we're still in the student view. Oh, okay. So again, over here, you can go to assignments, and on the assignments, it will have the due date, and you can click on these. If you go to assignments, or you can go to your course home. And I've got to go back to student view. You can go to your course home rather than the assignments. So there's different ways to get to the assignments and when they're due. In Canvas, I have the due date there. The due date will be on the calendar here. It's also on your calendar in Canvas. The due date will be below here. And then the due date and a link to the assignments is also under assignments. All right. Well, I know that was a quick overview. I hope I didn't forget anything. If I do, I may do an email or another video. But I hope that helps. And again, you need to answer how to enter answers. If you haven't used Pearson before, that could be very helpful. And make sure you're in August in order to do that. Okay, well, if you have any questions, please let me know. And good luck with this. All right, bye-bye.